How's it going out there today? Figured I'd throw up a quick little video, let you guys know what's going on. I'm on my way to work right now. I just got one thing to say. Can you see them? Those things are delicious. Winchester 1400 CS. I knew down deep inside that I don't like to talk about at parties. There was probably something loose on that gun, and after I shot it in the backyard with that spinning target, I went and checked it, and there was. The rear scope ring, all 4 bolts on it was loose, and 2 on the front. I'd say loose. They weren't loose. They were snug, but they weren't tight by no means. Not my definition of tight. So I tightened all them up. I rechecked the bases. I got about 1/4 to 1/3 of a turn out of the bases, out of the screws on the base to the gun. And then, like I said, the rings were loose. Not loose, but not tight. So I tightened all them down. When I took the bipod off right after I got the gun, I checked the bolts that hold the stock on the gun, the mounting bolts. They were loose. I tightened them up, and then yesterday after I shot that spinning target, I rechecked them also. They were about 1/4 to 1/3 of a turn loose. So I took them out, I put Loctite on them, and reinstalled them and tightened them up. I haven't had a chance to shoot it yet, so I don't know what it's going to do. Hopefully it'll work. I've got a sneaking hunch that that is what was wrong with it. I haven't bought any more pellets for it. I went to my local Walmart and looked. They basically had the same thing that I already had, so I didn't get any. Other than that, not really sure where I'm going to go from here if that don't work. If that don't work, I'm going back to, I think it's the scope, because that's, in my mind, to me, that's the weakest link, is the scope. So, I do want to touch on a couple of subjects, though. Safety. I realize that what you see on video and what is actually going on is probably 2 different things. When I'm shooting up my driveway into my garage, the backstop is roughly 3 foot by 4 foot. I built that backstop off of plans that I seen on a guy on YouTube. It's made out of 3/4 inch plywood front and back, and on the front there is a horse mat stall that is probably 3/4, 5/8 of an inch thick, 3/4 of an inch thick, something like that on the front of that. The whole idea is to fill that with sand and be able to shoot 9mm, 45s, 44s, 22s, 223s, stuff like that into it. So that backstop is built heavy duty to stop stuff. It is not filled with sand right now. I have not done that, but all I'm shooting at it is a pellet rifle. The 3/4 inch thick piece of plywood in front of that that's holding the targets, when I first got that gun, I went out and I put a little orange dot on the center of that board and centered it up on that backstop. So I knew before I even shot at 30 yards into paper where it was, roughly where it was hitting and how it was going to act, where it was going to shoot. And when I put paper targets up there, the first one I shot at was the one in the center. I didn't start out shooting at the top target in fear of it shooting over past that board. So I knew at 30 yards where it was going to hit at because I was aiming at the center target. And then I went from there and started shooting. So that setup that I'm shooting in the driveway is absolutely perfectly safe. I do it when nobody's home and it's just me, so there's nobody that's going to walk out of the garage into the path of the pellet. I live kind of out in the country outside of town, so it's no big deal. There's really nothing in the garage. I back the cars and everything out. There's really nothing in the garage that the pellet can hit besides concrete walls and a lawnmower, my toolbox. So, also in the backyard when I was shooting at spinning target, from the camera angle, it looked like I was shooting over the crest of a hill. I was shooting on top of a hill, but not over the crest of it. From where I was shooting at, even kneeling down, I'm shooting into the top of the hill, into dirt, and there's probably 50-60 yards of 10-12 inch tall alfalfa that I've got to shoot through before that pellet hits anything else. It does go up over the hill, and on the back side of the hill, down at the bottom, there's a ditch, a draw full of trees, and then it goes back up into another hill. There's houses to the left, there's houses back off to the right. Where I'm shooting, there's absolutely no chance of hitting anything. Even if I was to miss and shoot over, it's gonna hit the next hill back. It's not gonna hit anything else, so it's perfectly safe too. What you see from the camera angle is not necessarily where I'm shooting from at the same distance and angle, so I just wanted to touch on that too and clarify all of that. As soon as I get time and I'm able to, I'm going to shoot that again and see, hopefully the loose screws in the scope mount is what was causing it, and I'm hoping it straightens out and it shoots good from now on. So as soon as I get time, I'm going to do that. I'll record the results on that and let everybody know how it goes. So take care, like, subscribe, leave comment below. Thanks.